Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Yesterday on the channel, we spoke about YouTube's favourite man, Jake Paul. And in the video, I did say that there could be a fight between Logan Paul, Jake Paul, KSI or ComedyShortsGamer. One of them lot will fight each other, and it looks like it could actually be happening. After the scrap between KSI and Joel, it looks like we could be seeing the biggest fight in YouTube history. I mean, it's not exactly hard, is it? It's not hard at all, to be honest. Before KSI and Joel, I think the biggest thing to ever happen in terms of a fight was probably this.
Why would you do that? I didn't, bro.
Shortly after I uploaded my video yesterday, Jake Paul uploaded a vlog titled KSI Wants to Fight Me. And already from the title you can pretty much tell we're in for a treat. Will Jake Paul be spinning KSI's jaw, or will Jake Paul be getting rugby tackled by KSI?
What's that?
Honestly, I've never really defended or sounded like I'm in favour of KSI, if anything the complete opposite. But judging from the title, I think that Jake Paul is gonna make my act change slightly today. So let's just take a look at Jake Paul's latest video. Now don't worry lads, we're not gonna be watching the entire fucking video. It's one of them Jake Paul vlogs of where he puts 8 minutes of nothing in just to get their mid-rolls and actually puts the point at the very end of the video. So let's just take a look.
What's up, bro? Hold on.
Did you see that tweet? This dude KSI, he's like from in the UK. They just fought.
Oh, this dude's talking mad, bro.
I'm super confused. I don't know what's going on.
You're gonna want to see this.
From the get-go, you can basically tell how staged this thing is, with Jake Paul pretending that he doesn't realise what's going on. One of the biggest events, if not the biggest event in YouTube history is happening. Over 1 million live viewers watching this event, and Jake Paul doesn't know what's going on. Oh, what's happening, lads? What's happening? Who's KSI? PSI's? Is that KSI fruit? And then Nick Crompton, I fucking love the bloke. He just walks in. I can't get over my love for Nick Crompton. You just look at that face. He knows this entire fucking thing is staged. That is the face of a man who knows this video is definitely getting 30,000 dislikes.
See, this is it, bro. This is what
literally what we're
talking
talking
about.
Jake Paul!
Cool. So he's a YouTuber in boxing gloves? What do you mean?
Well, no, bro. It was just a YouTuber beef, some like BS. They fought, but they fought in headgear. First of all, who the f fights in headgear?
I mean, he's got a point about the headgear. I guess if you're American, you wouldn't really understand that level of boxing. But basically, it's amateur boxing, and that's probably why it's happening. But I'll get more into that later in the video. And throughout this entire video, Jake Paul is basically pretending that he doesn't know who KSI is, despite KSI having 17 million subscribers. Please, just stop doing this, Jake. Throughout the entire video, Jake Paul basically pushes this narrative that he is more relevant than KSI. Yeah, we've gone back to that on YouTube. We're back to overshadowing any relative argument, any good content, by calling them irrelevant. Welcome to YouTube 2017 and YouTube 2018, people. It's a fun ride.
Any of the Pauls, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, bro. That's first and last name drop right there.
Logan?
He called.
Wait. Any Paul.
I don't
Any Paul.
care.
I don't
Greg
care.
Paul. Who is this guy?
I'm pretty sure you know who KSI is, considering that you were both in the same YouTube video together. YouTube Rewind 2017. Do you remember that, Jake?
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah, yeah.
If you're telling me that you don't know a guy, one of the main guys from a YouTube video that you were in yourself, and you don't know who he is, I'm kind of worried for you, mate. I'm kind of worried about your memory loss. You might want to go to the doctors about that, pal.
KSI, if you're watching this, bro, you're smart. You called out the two biggest names on YouTube to fight, although violence isn't the answer.
Violence isn't the answer. That's very nice of you, Jakey boy. That's very nice indeed. But if violence isn't the answer, why were you saying this in a video over a month ago?
Who else thinks, guys, that there should be an influencer boxing like league? Like just YouTubers, Instagram people. Hey, celebrities too. Everyone just fights. Like legitimately, it'd be huge. It'd be.
So violence isn't the answer. But before the boxing match even happened, before you got called out by KSI, you were saying that you wanted boxing between YouTubers and Instagram stars. It's almost like you're scared of fighting KSI. Is that the case, Jake? And also, I can't get over how badly acted out this thing is. Alright, I get it. You want to make the situation a bit more dramatic. I mean, technically it's lying, but at this point, what YouTube vlogger with over 1 million subscribers doesn't lie to their audience? And for this entire video, he's basically pretending that he doesn't know KSI's name is, despite the entire thing, Nick Crompton saying, Jake, it's KSI. It's not PSI, it's not KFC, it's KSI.
Like, KGB, bro. Like, dude. Do you
KSI.
like what?
It's KSI.
No, KSI!
Please learn to act, Jake. Like, please actually go and get acting lessons, because I can see why Disney dropped you now. And he just continues to push this narrative of not knowing who KSI is. Why are you doing this? You clearly know who he is. I mean, even if you're not bullshitting and I'm completely wrong in this statement, you keep getting told his name. Stop pretending to forget his name just to be a bit funny, because, alright, once it's kind of funny, twice it's not funny, and 3 times it's really not funny, and 4 times it's just fucking irritating. And then he rings up his brother Logan, and for a 900th time, pretends to not know who KSI is.
Bro, I don't know if you like looked on like Twitter or something, but there's this
KSI.
this KSI guy. He like won a boxing match with headgear on, first of all, so it's kind of funny. But
Okay, going back to what I was talking about earlier, the fight between Joe Weller and KSI is something called white collar boxing, which is basically a sport of where you can both get in a boxing ring and have a sparring session, have a fight. You can be 6 foot tall and your opposition could be 4 foot, but the fight can still go ahead. This sport is considered more dangerous than actual boxing due to the lack of rules. I don't really think it's that funny considering people have died in this sport, Jake. But going back to the video, you really can see Logan Paul and Jake Paul's humbleness shine through when they talk about KSI's relevance once again.
no, not CSI. It's KSI. I got it now.
I feel like he's probably on the same relevancy level as like Dad, bro. And after all,
Now what confuses me here is that KSI has 3.9 billion views overall, and Jake Paul has 3.4 billion. And the same goes for KSI having more views and more subscribers than Logan Paul. I don't really know why you're acting like he's more relevant than you, because if we're going on base definition relevance, KSI is technically more relevant than you both are. For example, you tweeted about KSI more than once, and the tweets barely got 6,000 retweets added together. KSI made one tweet about you and it got over 50,000 retweets and over 200,000 likes. I'm not really one for using relevance as an argument, but it's probably best not to use your relevance over KSI's relevance as an actual argument. I mean, for fuck's sake, Jake, you're not even the biggest YouTuber in your own family. Now, don't get me wrong, this entire relevance argument is complete and utter bullshit. If somebody makes good content, they make good content. If somebody makes good arguments and good critiques, they make good arguments and good critiques. There's no way anyone's relevant can basically argue against that because it's such a pathetic argument. If somebody makes good content and has good points, their relevance and subscriber count shouldn't matter. And if you don't agree with somebody, don't call them irrelevant. If you don't agree with what I'm saying right now and you're a Jake Paul fan, just comment below what you don't agree with. I don't care if you dislike it because that's your right to. But calling somebody irrelevant is never a fucking argument. Why is it in this modern world we only listen to people with a lot of subscribers? If somebody made good content and had 10 subscribers, I would watch them because they have good content. He even got his own young sibling to say that KSI isn't relevant.
That's what I said too. I don't know either.
Ah, it's sad. It's so fucking sad. This makes me miss Logan Paul's vlogs. It genuinely makes me miss them. But there is a moment where you can tell this entire thing is scripted and staged when he calls up his own dad.
But then he also said he would fight, he'd box any person with the last name of Paul.
that's funny. Is this the same guy that wore a headgear in a boxing match?
There is so much fake drama on YouTube at this point, especially in the last year and a half or the last 2 years, and it's mad how Jake Paul genuinely seems to believe that he can get away with anything like this and make his audience believe anything. Because I'm pretty sure that his audience must have some sort of belief that this is fake. If you're gonna have drama, Jake, can we just at least have it a bit real with a lacking of bullshit? At least make it real to some sort of extent. But after this, Jake Paul finally makes his demands to KSI.
KSI, KFC, if you're watching this, I'm giving you 2 options. You can fight my dad in Cleveland, Ohio, only MMA style, and you can do it whenever. Option 2, fight mini Jake Paul.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul have basically offered KSI $50,000 to fight their dad. And yeah, it's pretty funny to an extent how much they're taking the piss out of KSI, but to me, it seems like Jake Paul is actually frightened of KSI. It just seems like he's being a bit of a bitch. Considering a month ago you wanted a boxing league on YouTube and people to fight each other who are YouTubers, and when you get offered your first ever big fight, you turn it down. And also I love that Logan Paul is this changed and now collective human being which cares about everything, and he's going to be making life-changing content whilst continue to having beef with other YouTubers such as KSI. Good to know you changed, Logan, mate. I really appreciate the change. But finally at the end of the video, we're finally there. Jake Paul actually took a shot at me and multiple other YouTubers.
But KSI, make your video back, bro. Title it Logan Paul, just like the rest of the non-creative YouTubers do.
Jake, your second most viewed video on your entire channel has Logan Paul in the title. Don't do that shit with me, mate. Would you really consider yourself a creative genius considering you have an editor and an entire team to make your own videos for you? I think the only creative thing that Jake Paul has ever managed to do is somehow convince his friends of Team 10 to give them a mass majority of the money that they earn. In conclusion, I think that Jake Paul is genuinely quite scared or afraid of KSI, and he's kind of hiding that with irony and sarcasm. I'm not defending KSI here, but the video states the facts pretty much. It would have been even better if you just ignored KSI. If anything, it would have made him look desperate for more attention and more views. But no, you came back at him and made yourself look like a bit of a pussy. I still think this fight is going to happen. I'm pretty much 100% that this fight will happen, especially after these videos, because it is basically just this dramatic fake build-up, and it will happen. If you want to let me know your thoughts below, go ahead and comment it, because I really would like to know your thoughts in this situation, especially if you're a Jake Paul fan. Try and give me some valid arguments. I'm pretty sure the Jake Paul fans and Logan Paul fans are going to dislike the fuck out of this, as they do for every video on their Lord and Saviors Jake and Logan Paul. So I genuinely really appreciate it if you like the video. Big thank you to the Patreons, Cryptic Ryans, Ali, Lord Oceanus, Pato, Cubesen, Amelia, Money Too Smooth, and Keklord. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me at iNabber TV. You can let me know your thoughts there and we can have a conversation. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, also at iNabber, and there is a Discord server in the description. Thank you for watching, people. Have a fantastic day. Peace.